Futurecast hinting at those real tiny pinprick-like showers on the radar. In other words, most of us are not going to get rain today. This severe thunderstorm warning goes until 4:45 Central Time, and you notice the threat there listed as considerable. So this isn't just your normal run-of-the-mill severe thunderstorm warning, and that's the tricky thing with this. It's kind of like playing whack-a-mole with these warnings. A lot of times that's the way it is around here. We don't see long duration tornado events. By Tuesday or Wednesday, we'll have to watch. We'll be in between a ridge to the west and a trough to the east, and sometimes we can get some storms to kind of split the gap. Notice how a lot of the rain is on the south and east side of the storm. So I think a lot of the heaviest rain is going to stay in the offshore Gulf waters. You absolutely have to protect the 4 Ps, especially the pipes. And make sure you leave the faucets on a steady drip tonight. Let's go ahead and give the heads up. If you're in Barber County, again, you have a tornado warning. It does not include Eufaula, but it includes Clio, Lindsay, down to Blue Springs. All threats are on the table. Most will not necessarily see severe weather, but just realize that parts of these storms could be capable of producing severe weather. A lot of people talk about snow during El Nino years. For the most part, I really couldn't find any correlation between a strong or very strong El Nino and snow in our area. One year had measurable snow. Some of you don't want it that cool in the morning, 50s, but you know, we're not people pleasers here in the meteorology business necessarily. We are just the messengers. Think a highway underpass is safe? While it's a common train of thought, it's one of the worst places to go because the air acts as a wind tunnel. Wind speeds actually increase as they move into smaller spaces. It can actually pick someone up who's sheltering here during a storm. So instead, get out of your car and find a safe place when a tornado warning is issued.
I'm 91.
And you still work every day?
Every day.
Alan Woodall's dreams of collecting lunchboxes began in 1985 while at an antique show.
I started with the Green Hornet and Dick Tracy, and that we have amassed the largest lunchbox collection in the world.
Let's talk a little bit about our weather.
Yeah, this was the rain yesterday, so it was pretty widespread. Everybody got pretty much at least something. These are estimated rain amounts.
Your Storm Team 9 Alert Center weather.
Dialing up the heat a few degrees for today. Temperatures reaching the mid and upper 90s. So yeah, this is our hottest weather yet so far this summer. And it's pretty common to see temperatures getting this hot late in June and early July. But you have to remember not only to keep yourself cool and your family members cool, but also all your pets as well. So look, when the air temperature is 95 degrees, the concrete gets to 140 degrees, the asphalt, the blacktop surfaces get even hotter than that, 155 degrees. You can do a little test with the back of your hand on the pavement, 5 seconds. If it's too hot for you, it's too hot for your furry friends. So in other words, don't walk them in the peak heating of the day. Do it now. Do it later in the evening. Right now, our temperature's between 70 and 75 degrees, so we can kind of live with that, but you can feel the humidity still as you step out the door. And with all the clear skies in place, that is going to set the stage for a very hot day today. So not much shade from Mother Nature, certainly in terms of rain and also in terms of cloud cover. Here's the Futurecast. We'll see a few fair weather clouds as we go toward late morning and this afternoon. I think if we get any rain today, it's going to be after about 5 or 6 o'clock. Notice some moisture over middle and east Georgia. A little bit of an Atlantic sea breeze coming in, and it may give us a few showers or storms during the overnight. So don't be surprised if you hear some rumbles overnight, especially the farther east you are. And I think that little disturbance, that little wave, if you will, in the atmosphere will set the stage for a little better chance of rain Tuesday afternoon. Notice how we'll see some spots of rainfall, perhaps across the area, about 30% coverage. That's one of the higher rain chances I have for this week, to be quite honest. Take a look at the 9-day forecast. Thanks to St. Francis Emory Healthcare. Notice the heat levels are turned up all week long. Today may technically be the hottest day of the week, but it really doesn't get any cooler the rest of the week, I'll just say that. And most days, the rain coverage is 20% or less, and that includes Independence Day, it looks like.